I'm Mel Vincent. I'm an animal behaviourist that specialises in birds who works in Melbourne, Australia. I'm here to talk to you about lorries from BirdTricks.com. With me today I have Jennifer and Raven. You want your ball? Keep him busy. Raven is a black-capped lorry. He is a Joey species. So there's 7 different subspecies of black-capped lorries. They're native to New Guinea and the surrounding islands. Now, how old's Raven?
Raven is just going to be 2 in August.
Yeah, and how long have you had Raven for?
I've had him since he was about 2 months old, I think.
Yep.
Yeah. So coming up on 2 years.
Okay. These guys came to me for some training help quite a while ago, actually.
Yeah.
So yeah, we've had quite a few consults.
Yeah.
And quite clearly, he's doing really, really well.
Yeah.
I think he's what we call a Velcro bird.
Yeah. Yeah.
Loves his owners.
Yeah. Quite active, interactive, likes to play a lot.
Incredibly playful.
Yeah.
Amazing amount of energy. So
yeah.
Quite a handful in that respect. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think if you guys haven't worked as hard with him, you're going to be having some fairly significant problems by now.
Yeah.
Especially he's just coming into sexual maturity, so we're starting to see some of those behaviours coming forward too. Raven's favourite toy?
It's probably the one that you're holding. Yeah.
Ball with a bell?
Yeah.
So foot toys are incredibly important.
Yeah.
Plays on the floor a lot.
Just like things that have nice colours. I think purple is his favourite colour.
Okay. Any colours he doesn't like?
Not that I've noticed.
Okay.
Not that I've noticed.
How does he go with your clothing? Anything in particular you don't like?
No. He just tends to hang out with everything. One thing I have noticed is when I wear my favourite colour nail varnish, which is a shade of purple, he'll try and wipe that off.
Yep.
I think he compares everything to grapes.
Okay.
So maybe that's what he associates it with.
So it's the same colour as the grapes.
Yeah. Yeah.
So training treats for these guys, because that's one of the things that puts a lot of people off with having these birds, is that they're very difficult to train in the sense that they won't take a conventional seed or a nut. What do you guys use?
Grapes.
Grapes,
Yeah.
the number one?
Yeah. Loves grapes.
All good. Yeah. How about diet for these guys?
I have changed his diet a few times just to control the poos as well. His diet mainly consists of his dry lorry mix. We can make that up wet as well. And I try and give him plenty of vegetables and minimal fruit, so there's not as much sugar in his diet.
Yep, a lot of people actually come in with behavioural issues because they're feeding mostly a fruit diet, so some sort of fruit in the food every single day. They frequently tell me that these guys eat fruit in the wild, and that's why they do it. The problem with that is that the fruits that you see in the wild are quite different to the fruits we give these guys at home. So the ones we would feed at home are higher in sugar, and you're going to end up with a very hyperactive bird, more so than this.
He is usually a little bit calmer, but today he just really likes my hair, so.
It's always the way.
Yeah.
They pick their moments.
Yeah.
But you've recently added a lot of vegetables to the diet.
Yeah.
Have you noticed a difference?
Yeah. Brussels sprouts, green beans.
Yeah.
We do give him some spinach leaves as well. Yeah, anything that's green basically.
Okay, cool. Yeah. What about capsicum?
He doesn't tend to actually.
Peppers for
Yeah.
people.
Yeah. He doesn't tend to enjoy peppers. I haven't really noticed, no.
Okay.
Yeah, loves Brussels sprouts.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How many hours roughly per day would you interact with him?
Oh, at least 2 a day. I would try.
Yeah.
Maybe sometimes more.
Is there anything in particular that you wish you'd known when you got in that you know now?
Yeah, at the start I think if I had understood the behaviour a bit more, the bites, what the bites mean.
What do the bites mean?
So basically if he sees something he doesn't like the broomstick for example, he will bite at me. He's basically trying to protect me from this object that he doesn't like.
Yeah.
So he goes in and the shower head as well.
Oh really?
If you take the shower head off, he just goes crazy.
So it's basically items that you're using at the time when he's attacking?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So to get around that, you have him locked up when you're going to be mobbing the house?
Yeah. Yeah. Try and keep him just calm.
Okay. Now one thing that happened with Raven a while back was somebody tried to steal him?
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's worth being aware of with these guys. You don't see them a lot, so people think they're rare, expensive, and they do become a target in that respect, so you've got to be careful who you tell that you've got the bird.
Yeah, yeah. It's hard because we like to share fun videos online and on social media, Facebook, Instagram, all those things, but you've got to be aware as well that people will try and
cash in on that.
Yeah. So security at the moment is tight. We do have a flight cage outdoors, but it remains locked all the time, and I'll come home at lunchtime as well to check on. If that was going to be, well, long term as well, I'd like to install cameras just so I can check on them throughout the day. Yeah. That might seem a bit much, but
after you've been through coming home and finding the cage empty near the fence where someone's trying to get it through.
It would be nice just to be able to check in on your animals a couple of times a day, and I mean, we have the technology now, so
and you were very lucky you got him back on cage?
Yeah, got him back thankfully. He had just flown up and over the house when this person tried to remove him from his cage, and he flew to a nearby neighbour's garden where there was an aviary with just one budgie, and when we got him back he was saying come here a lot, because the man that tried to catch him for an hour was saying come here, come here. And he does talk a lot as well. He's quiet at the moment, but he speaks with a lovely Irish accent like myself.
The advantage of having an owner with an Irish accent.
Sometimes he'll talk like a girl, sometimes he'll talk like a boy.
Talk like your husband.
Both
with Irish accents, so it's fun.
He's getting tired now.
Love your ring.
Likes anything he can chew.
The real Velcro bird. Getting him to stand on a stand for this video was never going to happen. Not while your hair's out. So this is Raven's cage, but Raven has more than one cage?
Yes, he has this cage, which is his indoor cage, and he also has a flight aviary in the back garden, which is quite large. This is set up quite well just to control the mess really. So we've got the cage tidy around the side. Got a newspaper in there which catches as well a lot of the splashes. The tray that goes in here, we just have that lined with newspaper. And as you can see, he's got his shelf over here.
So the back corner?
Yeah, so he's got a shelf over in the back corner where his food is. So he likes to sit up there and drink his water and eat his food. He's got a little perch there and a petty perch there just to keep his nails nice and trim. He's got all his natural wood perches, which my husband always puts those in. They're cleaned and sprayed and stuff and put in there. He likes them.
Sprayed with what?
He uses F10 to clean, or vinegar, diluted in water. He's just starting to talk now.
That's PVC pipe that he plays in the middle?
He plays all over the cage. He does like to play on his back quite a lot in the bottom of the cage with his toys. So I always have his little toys in the bottom there. He'll quite often lie down there for an hour or two just playing with the same ball. He does play in his tunnel as well. He likes to go into this tunnel and likes the sound of his voice. It sounds different in there, so plays in there. Does like his dangly toys as well. He just shreds everything, so we try and replace and move toys around as well just to keep him busy.
How do you stop him from squirting the back wall?
So my husband came up with a really good idea. I'll just move the cage slightly so you can see. So it's just a clear sheet of Perspex, and it just has these removable hooks that you can buy anywhere, and just clips it onto the back of the cage, and this cleans quite easy as well.
So you just wipe that down?
Just wipe it down, lay it flat and wipe it down.
Does he ever attack the clips?
No, he doesn't actually. They're clear, so maybe if they were a different colour he would. He doesn't even notice it's there. So it's great, and it looks great in the house as well.
Whereabouts in the cage does he tend to choose to sleep?
I think he's actually been sleeping up here a little bit lately. Or sometimes he just sits in the bottom of the cage and he'll just go sleep there.
Awesome.
He did used to sleep in his tunnel when he was younger, but not so much now, I haven't noticed. So
Okay.
That's it really.
Sounds good, thank you. Okay, to sum up, Raven's just one example of what a lorry is like. He's a black cap lorry, but there's plenty of other varieties available. In Australia I'll see quite a few dusky lorries, but there's many more, too many to list for here. In the wild, they're native to the Australasian region. In plain English, what that means is Southeast Asia, Polynesia, Papua New Guinea, Timor-Leste and Australia. If you're lucky enough to find one of these, they're going to be a huge asset to your house, but a couple of basic tips that I would really emphasise is they have a very short attention span, they're very excitable, training is incredibly important, but keep your training sessions short to cope with the attention span and watch the amount of sugar you're giving them. One common question I get is what's the difference between lorikeets and lorries, and I will just briefly cover that. The term is interchangeable, people use it like parrot and parakeet. There is a slight difference in appearance though. Lorries are generally the species which are slightly larger with a shorter, squarer tail than what you will find with the lorikeets, the long pointed tail. They both have the brush-like appendage on the end of their tongue, so you do have to watch what you feed them so that you don't damage that. If you have any further questions, join the conversation on the birdtricks.com Facebook page. Someone's always around answering questions there. Thanks.